At this point, we check on the very latest down south. We bring in our man in Cebu, Kuya Dale Israel. Dale, okay, how is Cebu after the onslaught of tropical depression Wilma?
Maayong hapon, Lord and Pauline. Despite the continuous rains that started last Friday pa, walang tigil yung ulan. At over the weekend, authorities confirmed that there were no reported casualties nga in Metro Cebu and in Cebu province. However, there were several incidents recorded in the different parts of the province, including a policeman who was injured in Kansomoroy, Balamban yesterday early morning after strong floodwaters swept the vehicle he was driving. Reports say that he was traveling from Balamban towards Cebu City when the slippery road and strong water current pushed his car sideways and sent it falling into a ravine approximately 30 meters deep. Meanwhile, in Bantayan Island, the Philippine Coast Guard rescued a pump boat that nearly sank due to big waves. The 5 passengers were safely brought to shore, but the PCG has launched an investigation to determine why the boat sailed despite the suspension of sea trips on Saturday. As for flooding in landslide areas across Cebu, although the rainfall from tropical depression was generally light, its long duration caused several landslides in multiple areas around the province, including a landslide that was monitored along Trans Central Highway yesterday, forcing the temporary closure of road going to Balamban while clearing operations are now being conducted. Another minor landslide was reported along Lower Sandayong, Barangay Liki in Sogod, but the local government was able to clear the area immediately. In Alegria in southwest Cebu, there was a landslide also at Black Pulo Cambunok Road. Clearing operations are ongoing, and as of now, one lane was already allowed access for vehicles. Evacuations was also carried out in Kapadyangan, Liloan, and in several parts of Kotkot. And affected residents were brought to the Iviloso Elementary School, which serves as an temporary evacuation center in Liloan. In Mandaue City, several residents from Barangay Umapad continue their stay at the San Juan Gym Evacuation Center, where they have been staying since tropical depression pa. Tino. In Cebu City, clearing operations were halted and temporarily halted due to the muddy conditions and continuous rains over the weekend. Back to you, Lord and Denise. And Pauline.
Si Pauline. Dale, marami tayong kababayan dyan sa Cebu, daghan mga igsuon na medyo maging malungkot ang Pasko na hindi sila makaka-recover in time for the, for Christmas. Dale?
Yes, Lord?
Yes. So marami tayong mga kapatid dyan sa Cebu na sabihin natin hindi masyadong maging maganda ang Pasko dahil hindi sila makakabawi or recover in time for Christmas time.
Tama, Lord. A lot of families has not yet recovered from the earthquake, then the Typhoon Tino, and now another series of typhoons also that flooded Metro Cebu. So ang ilang mga cities and cities ng Metro Cebu at pati yung province ay walang mga Christmas party ngayon dahil kaysa mag-Christmas party, ibibigay na lang para sa mga pamilyang na nag-try pa rin na makaahon from the calamities that hit Cebu province, Lord.
Sure no, Dale, Tita Pao. Pero Dale, may naalala kang time na ang Cebu ay napunta sa ganyang posisyon, nilindol at sunod-sunod na bagyo, sunod-sunod na delubyo. Meron ka bang naalala in recent memory na napunta sa ganitong sitwasyon ng probinsya?
The last time, Lord, was Typhoon Odette. That was a very strong typhoon nga, yung Odette. Parang natigil talaga yung supposedly, it was supposedly the first party after the COVID-19 pandemic. The first party na sana yon, pero on December 16, biglang nagbagyo. Kaya natumba yung Christmas tree ng Fuentes Mania Circle. Parang iconic yon na symbol ng devastation ng Typhoon Odette. At ngayon ngayon lang may nangyari, may bagyo, may lindol sa magkasunod lang, just the span of 1 week, 1 month dito sa Cebu. So medyo something na pinag-iisipan ng ibang tao pag kung kailangan ba mag-party o hindi. So ang ginawa ngayon ng provincial government posterity sake at yung hindi muna gagawa ng mga lavish parties, pati na rin ang Cebu City ay ayaw din yung lavish parties para sa in sympathy to the victims ng flooding at ng earthquake. Lord?
Dale, just one question for me. Meron bang notable decrease sa tourism dyan sa Cebu? Because there's that report where the DSWD and DOT gave cash assistance for tourism workers. So, napaka-significant ba nung pagdating ng mga turista dyan sa Cebu? Mas nabawasan talaga?
Medyo nabawasan yun, Pauline, pero mostly in the north portion ng Cebu. Pero sa south portion ng Cebu, yung whale shark watching, yun sa Oslob at sa iba pang mga lugar doon, okay naman yung dagsa ng turista. Yung sa south, yung pati yung sa waterfalls at saka sa mga Sardine Run, doon sa south, okay lang. Pero ang sa north ang may problema kasi ibang mga ano doon sa north hindi pa nag-close pa rin yung mga tourist spot kasi nasira sa earthquake doon sa northern Cebu.
Dale, uso rin ba yung mga Carmageddon dyan sa Cebu City? You know, yung Christmas rush na talagang lock. May gridlock na talaga sa traffic dahil sa shopping, parties, etc.
Ngayon, Lord, hindi pa gano'n wala tayong mamamatsagan ng mga gridlock dito sa Cebu for now. Hindi pasado nung last year, mga ganitong panahon, nag-ano na mga tao, nag-aagawan na sa ATM at this time. Pero ngayon, medyo wala tayong napapansin na ganun klase na mga mag-traffic na sa mga patungong mall at patungong mga bilihan ng mga Christmas gifts.
On that note, Dale, hindi mo na muna kailangan magpadala sa amin ng CNT lechon o balamban liempo o kung ano man masarap dyan na normally, yung talagang the pride of the province and the city. Okay na muna, Dale. Alright, so Dale, maraming salamat ang ating man in Cebu, One News Cebu Desk, Dale Israel. Thanks, Dale.